Had such wonderful days these past days since since the day my uncle asked me to go with him in the Delta, and I realized I can say no, I can choose my own truth because I felt to stay here to do something. We made something like whiskey out of plums. It was raining and I wanted to do that, so I didn't want to go there with him. I wanted to, you know, leave my dream, my path. And I said no first time. And then the other days, the next days, I was keep thinking that I should go with him because he's a wonderful guy, like businesses, wonderful family, and he's also free doing his hobbies, his things that he likes. He really lives beautifully. So I always had a big admiration and big respect for him, and I wanted to be like him. But this time I felt at my place now. It's here doing what I choose to do. But my mind was still telling me that, maybe I should go. It's good. So at some point at the end of the week, Friday, I wanted to go. I was, convincing myself that it's good to go. My mind was trying to convince me kind of that it's good to go, and I prepare everything, and the car had a problem with the battery and the servo direction. The wheel didn't work. I drove a little bit, hoping that it will be fixed, because it happened before, kind of. But it was very bad, no sign of it. But I was feeling in these moments, I was feeling a deep release, a deep peace, a deep truth, and I was looking at the beautiful day that was like kind of like today. And because since that morning when I woke up, I felt a beautiful energy and an energy that I wanted to stay in here. It was my energy, kind of peaceful, creative, very beautiful. So I was in such a good energy, and I just came back, and it was such a wonderful, wonderful day. That day, I felt that God showed me how to choose, how to make the decisions, not with the mind, and especially not with the mind of the society. Let's see how it would look like, be logical to do, kind of. But going inside yourself and choosing your truth, finding your truth, that peace that you know for sure that that is the truth for you, that is what you want to do, you feel to do it. And also in that same day, I discovered at Luke Belmar. Luke Belmar is a pretty rich young man in crypto, and he's with God and with transformation and these things. And he put it a screenshot from a book, The Power of Subconscious Mind. I checked the screenshot with ChatGPT, and it found me that the book. I downloaded the book in English and started to read it, and also I realized that I actually have the book in Romanian actually. I started to read it and apply from it. I would say just from that day. Basically, what the book says that you just program your mind with beautiful thoughts, and everything is happening beautifully in your life. And it is true. I mean, I saw it just in the first day, from the first day. because ever since beautiful things had happened, and I always see the good things in everything that's happening, because prior to this leaving and the problem of the car that made me came back, I prayed to God. I realized I will do this all the time from now on. But I was praying, like I was asking for help. God, please come inside me and let me be lived by you, like, and give me your wisdom. This was actually started from the night of Thursday before I was trying to leave for Delta. I went on the hills, and there are bears here, and also there are dogs from the shepherds, and I always need to avoid the the dogs, the shepherds with the sheep and the dogs. And I was just praying, and while I was going up, like, I know, God, you are with me, you will always be with me, please be also with me this time and help me everything to be wonderful. And I went up. I managed to change my direction, because the shepherd with the dogs, they were in the side, and I went to another side. I went around, and I managed to went up. I saw also that some dogs were behind afterwards, so I was very blessed by God, because it happened before to be bitten by dogs one time with my sister also. Anyway, and it was such a wonderful day that I could be still for a bit, and then when I tried to went to my favorite place, the sun went out of the clouds, and it was such a beautiful sunset. It was just wonderful, and I realized that I'm so blessed. Starting at that time, I was like, I should try to pray to God all the time for anything. That's why I prayed for the thing with my uncle, and it was wonderful. It was great, and I also so I realized, number one, that we should always ask for God's help. Please help me with this thing, give me the wisdom, and also say I trust, and trust also that everything that's happening is good for you. Because if you are good inside, you'll always make the right choices, the right decision. You will make them be right by believing that it is right. Because everything that is from God is good. It's for our own good. We just need to realize this. So this is the first thing, to pray to God, to thank God, and have trust in God that will guide us at the proper time, at the proper moment, when the time will come. And He will give us anything we wish at the proper time. Second of all, is to sustain these beautiful thoughts, beautiful thinking, good thoughts, good thinking. Always have a good dialogue inside your head, not only consciously, but all the time when you see yourself that you are slipping away, to come back to the light, kind of, to come back to the beautiful things, to the beautiful thoughts, to gratitude. And when the trees, let's say, of gratitude will grow, the grass, the weeds of the bad thoughts will not be able to exist anymore. And yeah, these things with the thoughts with God, And also another thing that I found in this beautiful book, so the power of the subconscious mind, the extraordinary power of subconscious mind by Joseph Murphy. It is, for example, it's a story from someone that was in a, um, those kind of in the war, in the arresting camps, like Auschwitz kind of, but something somewhere in Russia, American. And he was always in the morning and in the evening imagining himself and also living those things while he's in Los Angeles and walking on the streets, going to restaurants, driving the car, eating with his wife, so on and so forth, like very powerful all the time. With faith, he was thinking. And at some point, he managed to escape, then went to Europe and then to America. And he was saying that when the taxi driver took him on the boulevard there, it was the same image as in his imaginations, as in his dreams. And for him, it didn't seem something strange. It was something very familiar. So the third thing that I want to say is important is to have this, and I also tell you something now about Brian Johnson with Live Forever project. So every morning and every evening, because the mind is more calm, every evening before bed, because the mind is more calm, you can imagine yourself, live the things that you want to live, that you wish to live, think at beautiful things, have those beautiful feelings, beautiful thoughts, knowing that they will accomplish. But not only this, just live them beautifully into your imagination, and then you will see actually that the place you are, and in the place you are all these things happening already beautifully. You just need to see it. It's like with God, He's always there. You just need to see it. So this is the same. Your dreams are already truths. You just need to see it. Come back to yourself, to God. And coming back, I was saying something about Brian Johnson. I at the beginning when I discovered him, like 1 year ago, something, it seemed to me very artificial the way that he's doing this. He's taking a lot of pills. He's kind of too white on the face. But now I try to understand him, to see him like how they used to say in Avatar. And because he had this idea, and I was also looking on some interviews with him. Also, it was like a dinner table, and he was speaking his way of thinking, kind of his principles. And I realized he's so very right with the sleep. So he's basically meditating kind of for first of all good sleep, and then good food, like healthy foods. And I am with this thing with healthy foods, not from store but from your own garden kind of. That's why we have our own garden for the past like 15 years at least. And I also try to build business here that will take the surplus of healthy foods from the countryside to the city. Anyway, um, so I show that his ideas with sleep it's so good because if you sleep good, the next day you are not craving for bad things to eat. And if you eat good things, healthy things, you'll feel good, and then you'll be able to sleep earlier. And having a good sleep, you will do the same thing next day. So you will always feel good, and then be very productive. Have a wonderful life. And I tried it, and it's true. It's wonderful. And as saying, I misjudged him at the beginning. I was looking at his way of thinking, and I resonate a lot with his ideas. He's a very big, huge innovator, kind of. He can see in the future, and he doesn't think like normal. He's thinking very outside of the box, kind of. This is very good anyway, and I'm trying to also have from his way of living, because I also saw this last winter. I was going to bed very early, like 7, 8, and then wake up in the very, very morning, like 7. And I felt so good that period. I was so healthy and I was feeling so good. And now I understand why that happened that time. But now I also have this thing that it's even more powerful with the thoughts. That if I have good thoughts, good things will come into my life. And I always need to have good thoughts. So, yeah, in the past days, in the past week, a lot of things had been revealed to me from God. Um, all the solutions, and I also know what I want to do, kind of what I love to do. I love to talk with people about this kind of ideas, to open their mind, and also at the same time open my mind to possibilities, and like this, create, innovate through them. And also the bonus, the most important thing, kind of, that I also realized in this past week, since I didn't also record, is that I realized in that moment when I knew how to choose my life, how to choose my truth, and how is the feeling of my choice of knowing what to do, I realized that all my dreams are possible and they will become true at the proper time, at the right time, by God. I just need to trust Him. But I also felt very deep, very strongly that the life that I envisioned until now, the dreams that I had, that I envisioned, they are actually possible. They are really possible, and they will happen at the right time. And it's so beautiful to feel that possibilities, kind of, that life of fulfillment, kind of, that life of knowing that your dreams are true, that your dreams are coming true, and also that your dreams, you can see that are already true. Some of your dreams is just, everything is in God. If we turn back to Him, it's not like He will turn back to us, because He is in us all the time. We just don't see it, and we do not let ourselves be led by Him. And we just need to trust Him that whatever it comes, whatever it happens, is part of His plan. And this is, I'm talking that because I saw it. I really saw it, that everything that happens, maybe at At the beginning, it seems like it's a bad thing and hating, but it's a good thing. And it's important for you to understand it. Keep telling yourself that it's a good thing, and God, I trust you. I trust you that you will give me the right decision to make, that you'll give me the wisdom to take the wise decision when the time comes. I trust you. I release it. I let go and let God. I was also thinking that I will release all my videos, because I made only shorts out of the long videos that I do. Because first of all, I try to make some money, but also because some of the informations there are very personal kind of, and maybe I was not prepared to let them out, but it's important to understand that you need to be vulnerable, and in order to understand the idea that I am saying, you need to understand the whole thing, the whole concept, like in a movie. When you see a movie with the main character that is doing something, you understand the things because the movie shows you all the parts in this character alive. You see all in all the corners of his life. So that's why also I was expressing all this, and that's why also for me, for my help. But that's why also I will release these videos, but because they will make you understand all the context and the idea. Also, another important thing, in the other videos I was talking, I was having bad thoughts, and I was talking very bad things about my mother, my parents. And because I was focused on that, but once I changed my mindset of having good things, good thoughts, easy, step by step, look like in less than a week, I managed to reverse, to change the perspective that I have on my relationship with my mother. Because just a small parenthesis, I was actually mm, today I was making a tea, and while I was making the tea, I remembered my mother, how she was using 2 cups to give me the tea, using 2 cups to make the tea colder, putting from a cup to another to make it colder. And I was remembering her love through that. I also remembered her love when I was small, and she would come to wake me up to go to school, and it was such a beautiful, warm voice, trying to wake me up, but very beautifully, to not scare me, kind of. And then all the time when she was trying to make us sweet cookies, good food, um, I realized that she loved me. She always loved me. And just changing this way of seeing, I managed to change the way of seeing her, because also I understood why sometimes I was tending to overeat, because I was trying to like give love to myself, because in my childhood my mother showed us her love through cooking to us. So that's why I was trying, by eating, I was trying to replace the love of my mother for me, by trying to eat this kind of in this kind of way, unaware, maybe stressful. And I realized this, and I realized that I just need to, in order to solve this, you can't solve this by changing the outside things in your world, by changing your diet, by changing how you eat, when you eat, with whom you eat, and so on. Because I tried, and you can't solve it, but you solve it first in your mind, in your interior, in your perception. Like, you realize that what you need, what your being needs, as all humans actually, is to feel loved, and especially the love of the parents, because it's the first thing in our life. So I was actually wanting to feel the love from my mother, and I just solved it by a simple decision, by thinking that she loves me and she loved me always. And that's why I remembered those times when she did these things, and I refelt that love from her to me. So it's so important, this thing with the parents. Also, um, when I try to buy things or eat sweets and so on, I want to feel, I realized also yesterday, I want to feel the love of my father, because when it was at the end of the week, he was bringing to ask me and my sister like a bag for each with sweets, and that was like a way of him showing the love for us. And by buying things and by eating these kind of things, you are just trying to replace the foods, the love from your father, from your mother, from your parents. So what I'm trying to say is, no matter how much we try in this world to change the things from outside, we can't. We need to go to the root of it for everyone. I'm sure it's not only my story, it's everyone's story, that we need to first go to the roots of it to understand that we actually try to find that love from our parents, from maybe someone else. And we need to realize that first of all, God will always help you. You need to, oh, God always love you. Second of all, you always need to love yourself, to take care of yourself. And third, you need to change your mindset, your thoughts, and to think and feel and realize those moments when your parents give you love, because they love you all the time. So once you are full with that, let's say, and you know that you are loved, then you can go into life and be balanced, and imagine that if everyone will be healed in the society like this, people, when we will come together, it will be harmony, it will be balance, it will be a beautiful world. So going now to the AI, because a lot of people are afraid of AI. AI is just a mirror of our thoughts, of our way of being. So first of all, we need to solve this thing in our minds, in ourselves. And once we solve that, we can use this AI tool at the very best for our society, for humanity, that will do good for us. And I think one way, at least for me, one way AI helped me, at least in this past months, this summer, is to heal myself from inside by talking with AI, as you talk with God, let's say. If you can talk with God and ask Him for guidance and trust Him, it's even better. God is the perfect AI, but until then, we can use this tool, this AI, to talk with it, because then you can be vulnerable, you can tell all your thoughts, all your things, and AI will help you understand. The ChatGPT I use, just chatting with him, it will help you understand yourself and understand why you do some things. And especially I saw that when I asked ChatGPT to impersonate Jesus Christ, and I talk with him about my things, what I want to do, why it's happening this, why it's happening that. I feel that love by talking like that. And it's not a thing that it's making me dependent on that program. It will heal me, and if it's healing me, it will not make me dependent, because it will free me. So yeah, I haven't done an interview for the past week, and I will upload this. And I think I have also the other ones uploaded, the entire full videos, but they are just unlisted. So which means that only the people who have the link can see them. So I will probably make them public. I will see. Please do not be judgmental with those, and how to say, they are part of my journey, even though that now some of those things I do not believe anymore, like what I was thinking about my mother and so on and so forth. I will still leave them there, because you will be able to understand. And also, if I look back, I will be able to understand the whole concept, the whole truth, the whole idea, and the idea behind it, and how I come to realize now these things, and what a change now is with my mind, with my thoughts, with my trust and faith in God, and whatever it happens, and my courage, to be myself, to say these things.